Okay, welcome to Jack. All right, first up, pick which game you want to play. Okay, great.
I do
And how many players do we have playing today?
He has a habit of not
A
wearing
fine
pants.
choice. Now, player one, why don't you type your name in?
He won't be wearing
All right, player two, we need your name next.
completely
Thanks.
vile.
Word pants.
45
Funny.
seconds.
Use
Player
it.
one, you buzz in on the letter Q. That's Q as in, ooh, I have a question. My hand's up, I have a question. And player two, you have the letter P as in Pentium processor.
Thank God you have a seasoned...
Got someone to back that up there, Sparky? Yeah, I didn't think so.
1 second.
Okay, listen up. You're gonna get a bunch of questions. If you think you know the answer, buzz in, then type a 1, 2, 3, or 4, whichever answer you want, or if it's a fill in the blank, just type in the answer.
10.
Good luck.
9. 8.
Get rid of the desktop,
7,
please.
6.
And go to
5.
black.
4.
My
3.
Little Doppelganger. Also available, My Little Split Personality and My Little Addiction.
ACS, alligators crafting.
Alternating current. Stop.
Angelic Claudia cold shoulder.
Acrophobia coming soon.
Acrophobia, the hilarious word game that puts your creativity on the line.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey there, welcome to the Speed episode. You know, at first, this episode was going to be all about the drug Speed, but they said, well, that's not good for the kids. Then it was going to be about the movie Speed, but they decided that wasn't good for adults. So basically, this is an episode about a lot of really fast things. All right, first I need to pass out some screws. Here you are, one screw for each of you. Not to offend you, but this is how you screw someone. If you want to force your neighbor into answering a question that you know they don't know, buzz in and slap that S key. You got it? Okay, you ready to go? Let's do it. Category time, player two.
Question number 1.
Here we have, he's a new man, and this one's worth $1,000. So you remember Fast Eddie Felson, right? It's the Paul Newman character from The Hustler, The Color of Money. Let's try that again. You remember Fast Eddie Felson, right? Good. If Fast Eddie wanted to run the table in a regular game of pocket billiards as fast as possible, how many balls would he have to sink? I know, it's not easy. What do you say, player one? Player one, do it! Fast Eddie would have to sink 15 balls with one shot. Although I'm guessing a guy named Fast Eddie hasn't used the word billiards a whole lot. Let's have a category, player one. We're calling this one Time Doesn't Fly. When you're God, you get it right, you get 2K. And now, your question. Because it's the smallest unit of geologic time, which of these might seem relative? Score it! Dear Diary, nice to see Epoch ended today. A few continental glaciers, a few new species. Pretty boring. The other gods make fun of me. Oh well, tomorrow's another 2 million years. Player two, what do you want?
Who will answer question 3?
The category, making a mockery of science. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Hey, you know how Gillette came out with that new Mach 3 razor? Well, they did. If the Mach 3 razor operated at Mach 3 speed, what would you not be able to do while shaving? Smell the shaving cream. Feel the razor cut your... Mach 3 is 3 times the speed of sound, so you'd be shaving so fast you wouldn't hear the razor until you were finished. Man, I'll tell you, a razor blade that moves faster than the speed of sound. The wonders of science. And here we are, pumping all that money into stuff like cancer research. Player two, give me a category.
Hallelujah! Bow your heads and pray to 4.
The category is, say it, don't spray it. $2,000 for a correct answer. Okay, you know what I hate? when I'm driving really fast and some cop nails me with that radar thingamajobber of his. You know why I hate it? Because I don't even know how radar works. Which of these childish comebacks would be the best way to tell me how radar works? Radar sends waves out and they bounce back off of objects. So you could say what goes around comes around. That's also a pretty good way of describing sexually transmitted diseases, which I get more often, it seems, than speeding tickets. That's the end of round 1. We'll be back with round 2 right after these messages.
To learn more about an advertiser, hit any key on your keyboard. We'll show you more information after you leave the game.
And hut, play chain of command at 2am.com today, soldier.
Welcome back. Time to play round 2, where the values are double. Now remember, you got these screws, you may as well use them, alright? Just buzz in and hit the S key to force someone else to answer the question. I mean, come on, when is screwing ever going to be that simple again? Alright, y'all set? Here we go. Player 1, what's up? Hey, stress cut with lime sore.
It's time for a Timberlake test run.
One gibberish category coming up. A chicken talks to God. The opening value of this gibberish question is $10,000. Now check this out. As the time disappears, so does the money. So the sooner you buzz in, the better. All right, feast your eyes upon this gibberish phrase, and yeah, what the hell? See if you can tell me what it rhymes with. Player 1, it's all you. Type in your... You know, I don't know why they had one of those signs by my house. I mean, it's not like I'm the only kid who ever flunked nursery school. Twice. Player 1, your choice.
We're a bunch of hicks and we love the question 6.
Coming at you. To speed or not to speed? Heads up, this one's going to be $6,000. Let's see how you handle this one. If the Shakespeare character Speed were actually a speed freak, what would be the best name for the play in which he appears? The comedy... Gotta answer it, Player 1. Speed is a character in Shakespeare's play Two Gentlemen of Verona. Yeah, he's a fashion model, all concerned with his weight and dieting. Nice work, Player 2. Looks like you're getting screwed. Let's see how you handle the hardware. Pick a category, Player 1. Oh, Player 2, step aside. Player 1, it's time for you to play Dis or Dat. And this Dis or Dat question category is Hitching and Power Shifting. Now, I'm going to read off 7 little names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a NASCAR driver or a cast member from that classic show, Hee Haw. As each one comes up, if it's someone you'd find behind the wheel of an automobile at NASCAR, press 1. If it's someone you might find hiding behind an ear of corn on Hee Haw, press 2. And to skip it, press 4. You get $1,000 for each right answer, and you lose $1,000 for each one you get wrong or you don't get to. Okay, you got 30 seconds. You ready? Let's dance. Roy Clark, NASCAR or Hee Haw? Dale Earnhardt. Archie Campbell. Dick Trickle. Buckshot Jones. Grandpa Jones. One more. Grady Nutt. That'll do it. Perfect. And with time to spare, no less. Here you go. Congratulations. Let's move on. Player 2, what do you want?
2, 4, 6, 8. Question 8 is jailbait. Go 8.
Well, what do we have here? Next year, we stay home. You want $6,000? Give me your right answer. Okay, imagine I'm your dad. And instead of buying plane tickets to Disney World, I've loaded us all into the station wagon. The distance from Chicago to Orlando is 1,160 miles. We've been averaging 36 miles per hour for 32 straight hours. Player 2, you gotta answer it.
You must have passed it. You don't know what's going on, do you? I hate you and this whole stupid family.
What do you say, player 1? 32 hours at 36 miles per hour is 1,152 miles. That's 8 more miles to go. So yeah, we're almost there. And we would have been there sooner if you and your sister didn't have to take so many bathroom breaks. God, I hate you kids. Player 1, why don't you give me a category?
Aloha, question number 9.
I believe this one is called Monopoly, Innocent Game or Rabble Rouser. And this one's going to be worth $6,000. Okay, you want to know what the opposite of fast is? Monopoly. Somewhere I bet there's a game that's been going on since the American Revolution. Based on his famous quote, what would revolutionary leader Patrick Henry probably do if he got the Player 2, Travis? Yep, that's what I do when I'm trying to avoid jail time. I run right out and commit a felony. That's good thinking. Player 1, take it. Patrick Henry once said, give me liberty or give me death. He also once said, give me one of those cheese Danishes, Tom. To which Jefferson replied, get your own damn cheese Danish. History, unfortunately, does not record Henry's response. That's the end of round 2. We'll be right back with round 3 after this.
Play poker online with other people live at www.2am.com.
Which do you prefer, playing games or waiting to play games? If you need speed, you need X2 modem technology from US Robotics. Just $28K? No way. Check out the X2 modem. Why wait?
Well, beer A has sort of a stale, skunky, yeasty flavor.
Disgusting?
Nauseating.
Try beer B. Okay,
Now that's fresh!
that's Budweiser.
Get out of here! I don't believe it!
Tasting is believing.
When I tell my husband, he's gonna totally freak.
Welcome back. Time to play round 3. All right, like it or not, you're getting a screw. Only one. That should be plenty. You ready? Good. We're starting. Player 1, give me a category.
10 fingers and 10 toes. Would you like to have a cheap cigar?
For your viewing pleasure, get on that motorcycle and get me to a nunnery. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. So, you want to know who liked fast women? Well, my hero, of course, Arthur Fonzarelli, the Fonz. And, of course, my other hero, medieval monk Peter Abelard. Well, how about an analogy question, then? Fonzie is to Pinky Tuscadero as Peter Abelard. Fonzie and Pinky had a transcendent love, and so did Peter Abelard and Eloise. Except that Eloise ended up in a convent and Abelard ended up castrated. Fonzie and Pinky just had a fight in the men's room at Al's or something. How about a category, Player 2?
It's 11 minus 1 plus 2 minus 1 is 11.
This category is known as able to bypass foreplay in a single bound. How does $4,000 grab you? Well, I'm a little embarrassed to admit this, but some women I've known have a little nickname for me, which is Superman. Thank you. I'm not saying this is true, but just imagine I got my nickname because I was faster than a speeding bullet in bed. Player 2, you gotta answer it. Your average bullet travels anywhere from 300 to 900 meters per second. Which gives a whole new meaning to the word quickie. Not that it's true. Just want to remind you of that. This is all just hypothetical stuff. Player 1, looks like you're the one who's screwed. Player 2, what looks good?
Well, let's delve into
This category is known as Fabio's in Chablio, and this one's going to be worth $2,000. So, apparently pretty boy model Fabio likes life in the fast lane, likes his roller coasters, at least he used to. You see, back in March, he had a little accident. What happened to Fabio on that fateful roller coaster ride? A fan attacked him, he tripped and fell out of the car, his hair got caught in the gears, or a goose. Take a shot, player 2. Truth is sometimes stranger, and a whole hell of a lot more fun than fiction. You see, a goose flew into Fabio's kisser while he was on a roller coaster at Busch Gardens. And to add insult to injury, he still had to pay $10 for that goofy picture of himself screaming on the roller coaster. Category time, player 2.
Look at the green.
It's 13.
We're calling this one Helium Suckers Will Be Disqualified. And this one's worth $2,000. Hey, remember that guy from the Federal Express commercials who spoke really fast? Yeah, well, apparently this speed episode got everybody here at the office bragging that they could talk as fast as him. So, lucky you, we're going to have a fastest talker contest. I got my friends here, Patrick, Allison, Edmund, and Tim. They're each going to say something, and you have to pick who said it the fastest, okay? So let's do it. Which of these four people is speaking the fastest? We got Patrick.
Hi, I'm Patrick. I'm definitely the fastest.
Allison.
I can speak much faster than Patrick.
How about Edmund?
No, vote for it. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not.
And Tim.
I'm Tim, and I speak so fast that Sammy Hagar sings about me.
Wow, who was the fastest? Was it Patrick?
No, it was. Press 1.
Allison?
Pick me.
Edmund?
My money's on Patrick.
Or Tim?
Guaranteed cash if you pick 4.
Player 2, go! Patrick's the fastest. So, Patrick, you have anything to say for yourself?
First, I'd like to taunt the 3 losers for being so slow. In your face. Then I'd like to thank all the bad fuckers out there who inspired me to be the
Your call, player 2.
Ain't no love like number 14.
Well, what do we have here? Put some ice on that thing. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. Hey, here's something we haven't done in a while. Some celebrity trash. Why don't you see if you can figure out whose dumpster I'm going through here? Let's see, there's a rainbow-colored wool hat. Nice. 5 gold medals. Boy, some men. Player 2. Gotta answer it, player 1. My close personal friend Eric Hayden was always seen sporting that rainbow-colored ski hat during the 1980 Winter Olympics in Lake Placid, where he won 5, count 'em, 5 gold medals for speed skating. Although I'm not sure why this stuff would be in the trash. Oh, I understand the ticket stubs from Lake Placid, but 5 gold medals? Come on. Hey, player 2, right back at you with that screw action. All right, that's the end of round 3. We're going to be right back with the Jack Attack.
Hugo? Yeah, Hugo Boss. The fragrance. The world is getting smaller.
Smell better.
Hugo.
Welcome to the Jack Attack. When you see 2 words on the screen that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, I'll give you $2,000. If you're wrong, you're going down 2,000. But don't forget, remember the clue. Not any old word's gonna do it. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Cruise control, also known as Nicole Kidman. Player one's got it. Yeah, player one, you really cleaned up, which isn't saying much when you play against somebody with a personality of waxy yellow buildup. Next time you two want to play each other, remember this.
You don't know Jack!
Howdy, kids. This is Pecos Bucky here, telling you to tune in next week for another exciting episode of You Don't Know Jack the Netshow. Woohoo! And they didn't even pay me to say this. Woohoo!
Nice work, everybody. Roll the commercials. And Cookie, what's going on now?
If you guys are interested in another game, just let me know. All right, fine then. See ya.
Well, thank you for the act.